This is very important. Oh, everybody, it's like Wednesday night was, what we talked about. Very important that we got power. We got power. Wednesday night we talked about power, Steve, and authority. Do you believe that we got power, cat, and authority, y'all? We got power, if you know God, and authority. It's no little bit. We got power and authority.
Over Satan.
Over him.
Stomp him in the ground.
That's right.
We can grind him in the ground because we got power and authority. You know who give it to us? Jesus Christ.
That's right.
Jesus Christ gave us that because he hung on that old cross. No blood flowed down. Nobody recognized who he was just for us. I have that power and authority.
Yes, amen. Oh, glory.
That we could speak it. People think it don't. But if they get close to God and hang on to Him, and what they say in God's name, you shaking Him in the boots.
Yeah, come on.
So the power of Jesus Christ is everything.
Yes.
His power. His power. His power. His power. And that's what we're going into today. How much we got and what we can do with it. And if we hang on to what he's talking about, we're going to go to places it'll just make Katie Hughes say, whoop, whoop. Everybody, if you just listen, what we're talk about today. We're talking about somebody, just a little bit we're going to read. How he hung on to God for what God's promise was to him. What was told to him by a prophet. What was told to him by a prophet. We're going to read this here in just a minute. We're going to talk about him. We're going to read stuff it talks towards him. Back years ago, God had a prophet go to King David, Samuel. Samuel went to King David and he told him. Remember the story. He went to his daddy and said, "There's somebody here I want to meet that is going to be powerful, more or less. God sent me." See, like so much he gives us. He sent him. You know the story. He looked through all the boys and he said, "Ain't you got one more son?" See, he knew it. Because God done filled him in. Let me get that little skinny one. I want that little bitty one.
Yeah.
More or less. He said, "Hey, he ain't worth nothing. Hey, this little boy done killed a lion. He done killed lion and a big old bear." We don't know how big that joker was. He grabbed up a sheep and take off with a pretty good size. And killed him. Anyway, because the story goes, because he had known God, had him inside of him.
Yeah.
Well, here it is, the story goes, we'll fast forward this thing. He came, and when he come down and told him, and he poured oil on him, he said, "You're going to be the next king."
We'll be a king.
And here he was, the way the story's in the Bible, he was young. Might not have been 8 years old.
No, it's
10.
10 to 15.
Well, in that age, he was young. And he got told him. You know, sometimes, Chad, we think in miracles and things, Amy, that don't come quick. I thought we talking about miracles in like McDonald's. We want miracles like McDonald's. Well, yeah, some of them come quick.
Yeah.
But what we're going to get in today is things that happen to us that it takes time.
Yes, amen.
It takes time. It takes time. Here it is, him. It was told to him. And he looked forward to that. He knew that was a promise from Jesus Christ. God himself, brother. He had a promise from God. And he took it and he run with it. He hung on.
Amen. Yes, he did.
He was hunted down. How many years? 8?
8 years.
8 years with the other king. At the last.
And he had loved him. Saul had loved him.
Yes, he had loved him, wanted to play music for him and everything. But this king that was king then, he felt threatened.
Uh-huh.
Because he heard in the wind.
Yep.
But he hunted him for 8 years. How'd you like to be hunted down everywhere? And the people that, into this story, a little bit, the cities are at the last that he'd go in to be with people, Chad. So he would send in armies and kill them all because he spent the night there or something else. And no telling how many he killed, but he was hunting him. But who he hung on to? God.
Amen. Yes.
He kept hanging on to God. God looked after him. He'd get him out of that place, and went on and went on. But all them years before he got the crown that God promised him. And sometimes, you know, we say, well, God, why? And this is people today, hey, waiting. Something happens, and I've heard it. Some people here lately. Well, God didn't do that for me like McDonald back a few days ago. He wouldn't let me see that miracle and everything else. Who wants God? He won't listen to me. He won't do for me. All this stuff. Who wants to go back and go wherever, go heading for hell again?
Amen.
But see, the thing of it is,
Not
they needed to wait.
Yes.
See, the break of everybody, everything, Steve, is right. It could be right now, the next second.
Yes.
The next second, that big miracle, it was just like King David was. He was waiting on that miracle, and he didn't give up on God.
Come on.
And it happened. He was one of the greatest kings that ever was.
Amen.
He started writing the Psalms before he got there.
Yes, he did.
He was in the wilderness. Said in the Bible, he started writing Psalms. He doesn't know. God promised me this. Just like that old king. I think the story went. He'd been in all kind of battle, but they had shooting arrows, never did touch him but one. One day, killed him. Because God's promises was getting close.
Amen.
And he turned it over to him. And that's what I'm saying. The miracles that we want. I don't care. We'll read about how little they are. What you wanting about killing, say getting a deer. You know, you really want one with your heart. You really want one with your heart. See what I mean? We use that as an example. Or anything else out here. You just keep wanting that. God will give it to you. It's a desire of a heart.
Amen.
We're going to go into this word right here, what it says. Read that word. Read the words. Yeah, come up here and let's read this. Listen this way. We're going to Luke chapter 16, verses 10. Just that one. We're talking about all this other. Just that one is going to tell a story right here. It's going to tell what we're going to talk about today.
Luke chapter 16 verse 10 says, "He that is faithful in that which is least is faithful also in much. And he that is unjust in the least is unjust also in much."
Listen. Wait one more time. Listen. Listen that first stop. First couple of words I'll stop you.
He that is faithful in that which is least.
Woo! Listen to that. Listen what he said. Listen what he said. Listen. This is a red letter, Brother Everett Light. Thanks to nothing but the red letter. It's all through the Bible. Bible. God's God. But Jesus said it. Very least. That's like I was talking about. The very least that we want. The very least. Very least. And we could want us a big old steak, big fried chicken wing, breast. He said the least. The least that we could want. We hang on to him. He give it to us. Then it said what read on there. Listen.
He that is faithful in that which is least. In other words, what God gives you and you're faithful to
Do whatever.
do what he wants you to do.
And say thank you, Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Thank him for it. And you go ahead.
He that is faithful in that which is least is faithful also in much.
Yeah. If you're faithful over that little bit, God gives you a little bit, gives you a meal, gives you anything to make you feel better.
Or make
Anything.
you thankful to, if you thank him for it.
Thank him for it. Like what we like me to do, like anything else. Like that example we're talking about. Let's see. There's so many out there, but this one that comes to my brain real quick. Like we're talking about going deer hunting. If you're faithful to Him, it might take a long time, Steve. It might take a long time. King David waited 8 years before that big monster thing happened to him. See what I mean?
He waited 15 years to become king.
15 years. Oh.
Y'all remember?
Yeah, he was hunted. I'm sorry, Lord. Y'all out there watching, he was hunted down for 8 years. 8 long years. But he waited on God. And see, people out here don't want to wait 1 day. They don't want to wait 2 days. They don't want to wait no days. They want it right then. They said, and God, don't get me wrong. We prayed before we went on yonder with Chris. And I know God answered prayer before we got there.
That's right.
Because we wanted it and it needed it right then. And things, it happens. But there's some things, like we're talking about a family member, and it talks about people out there needs a miracle. God has to work it out. See what I mean? He has to work it out. He has to push things, make a doe go one place. To come around in front of you, deer hunt, he make that doe that night, he'd pass by. Where you need to be, and then here it comes. God, they just push him in that way. Are just right. But we go to pushing things, or God changing things. He said, if you're faithful over a little bit, I'll give you what your heart wants. See what I'm saying? That's what we're talking about. In any little thing, whatever it be. You know? So many things. Me and her wanted stuff for her car. To do her car, well, God worked it out to where we could get those things for a car, get it fixed. Because I know that. I have faith in it. I have faith in God going to keep us to where we get what we need. And He does. The faith and the prayers has brought Granny to where she is today.
That's right.
Prayers and faith has brought that Butch back there
That's
to
right.
where he is today. The prayers and faith has brought Chad now where they are today.
That's right.
See? God can work these things out, but let Him work them out His time. We go to pushing it, He don't like it. He says He ain't in a mess. We create a mess, He ain't bringing nothing by you. He ain't bringing no book by you. He ain't bringing no bear by me. He ain't bringing nothing. I'll wait on that one bear. If it don't happen, I'll get him maybe next year if I feel like it. You know? If it's a next year, I'll get him next year. Get me one. If that don't, so be it. I'll just thank the Lord like I did there Saturday morning. I'll be down that tree stand, I was thanking God I was being able to be there.
That's right.
Ain't nothing come by. I was thanking Him. I said, Jesus, thank you so much. Well, I hurt my arm, but He gave me strength to be able to climb that tree and do it again.
Amen.
I was thanking because I was there. Not because some big monster or something come by. I was thanking because I was there because I know if I keep on, He's going to do what He said He'd do.
Amen.
You know what I mean? This is the thing about it. Everything we do in our life, it's just good to have something like you come out with here. What God has done. He let me this morning, make an example. He let me this morning. This is God. And He let me this morning, I come out here, hear dog barking, everything. I want that barn right there, and lo and behold, Look on this big, beautiful, big monster, big book. Jumped the fence. I sat there and watched him. Leaned up against the post. Said, Lord, thank you, Dad. I got to watch him. Come across down there, looked up this way and looked around. And I was leaning up against the post. He thought I was post. Just kept on messing around. Very well. I watched him jump another fence. Went on down through there. I said, Lord, thank you for that. You know, anybody didn't kill him. I thought. Got enjoyment out of that. That's what I'm saying. You know, I like it. I like that. I know God let him come through there. It wasn't just a coincidence. He let him come through there. He let him come by there. Well, I could see it. I feel good this morning. I had no crick in my neck. Hurting real bad. I come out here and I felt better. Well, I seen that. I felt better. Steve, give me a little, I was mad land. Look at her. But thing of it is, like we was talking about. Read that right there first.
The
First little part. If we're faithful over a few things, knowing he's going to do it, knowing he's going to do this now. Listen to this. I can't drill this in our heads enough. Mine too. Amy, mine too.
Mm-hmm.
Mine.
He that is faithful in that which is least is faithful also in much.
See how he likes to trust us on this. See, the thing of it is, he wants to know and trust us, see how we work with a little something.
Mm-hmm. Amen.
See? If he lets us have a little something,
Mm-hmm.
how are you going to act?
Come on.
How you going to act? And see, he thinks, see, if you're faithful to me, give you something big.
That's right.
Maybe
Amen.
one of them, Steve, come out and break the world record in the whole world.
You can.
That's right. You say, where'd that moose come from? This ain't moose country.
Moose deer.
But see, what I'm saying, he said, be faithful over a little thing. Be faithful over something little. That faithful over that he let us be here today. Faithful over that he let us be here today. That's why I like to thank him in the mornings. I like to thank him in the mornings to let me rise and get up and wake up. I thank him for that. That's a miracle in itself. To me. Old heart and head and all that junk. Just among me, I could be dead. I could have died a long time ago. People don't realize it. I should have died a long time ago. But God has worked through medicine, the little things, to be a great thing for me. To be here talking. Be here talking and letting God talk to you. I never dreamed this. I didn't want this job, but I got it. He wants you to listen to everything I say. This message got blowing around. Wow. I better get a little bit. But we ain't faithful over them little things. That's just like that one back there. I want to tell you, if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be up yonder today.
That's right.
That's right. We went up there today, yesterday. If it wasn't for him. But see, that little thing that we believe in, sometimes you know God, how it works out things, big things.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We need to realize this in our life, in our walk, if you're walking with Jesus. Them little bitty things, like I said. Doing little bitty things and doing them for the Lord and doing them in His name and His glory and everything. We let Him work it out in time. He worked out that miracle, like I said, Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
In time and things. and people and health and miracles, great miracles. We know of great miracles. Those in here, we know of great miracles. We've seen great miracles.
Yes, amen.
Great miracles in our life. Great miracles
Yes, amen.
happen. We got to appreciate them little ones to get the big ones.
Come on.
Appreciate the little ones to get the big ones.
That's right.
Appreciate he's here. He gave us that heat right there for this morning. I thank him for that.
That's right.
To make it comfortable in here for us.
Amen.
If I was in here and had to put a wood stove in there, wood or whatever it was. But he made it. He made it. Little things.
That's what we did have this day.
He'll make the big things. We just hang on.
Amen.
That's just like we're talking about. That we're talking about that. We keep praying. We take talking about Jake's, what his thing needed, and Jay's daddy. We just keep on and keep on. No, it might not be an instant. But God sent me to him years ago for a reason.
That's right.
And I'm going to keep on praying for him. That man's going to change his life one way or another. It's going to change. The way everybody is out here. We'll keep praying. Jack, we'll keep praying. Never let up. That little thing we do, could have something to do with the big thing.
Amen.
I went, Lord, I'm sorry. It will. He said, if you're not faithful over that little bitty thing, I ain't giving you that big thing.
That's right.
If you don't do it right, do it by me. For my name, me and me. And God, the big one won't happen. See, that's the thing today. It's what the Lord trying to get across to us. Keep holding on. Keep praying. And do the little things, and them old big ones going to work out. You never know. Biggest monster you ever seen come out. Booyah! Should be sitting on him out there. Hopefully I'll be there. Well, that's a little thing. You know, God sees the little things. And he sees intention in a heart.
Amen.
That thing matters. He sees it in your heart. He's in your heart. He knows that. Need to take it. Take it. God's talking. Talking right now. Talking to those out there watching it. Us in here. Me too. Them little bitty things. Little bitty things. Like this morning I was telling about. I thank you, Lord. Appreciate that. Maybe something little that I've done somewhere along the way. He said, might have been last year. Who knows? But this morning that all come to pass. Not just like her or whatever. Whatever it is. See? There's so many things like that. So many things. The big things can happen if we don't hold on to the little. But the key thing is, woo! Uh-oh. Preacher gonna say something here. I'm already getting thirsty. I'm in that desert. Key thing is, Cass, won't none of this work unless we have him.
That's right.
None of it. Oh, devils throw all kind of things out there. Oh, devils, they ain't bring a big monster by you, but it ain't of God. When it's of him, oh man, it's awesome. It's different. But if he brings it by, it can knock out, if you let him bring it by, it can knock out stuff down the road. when you need something big, it said, if you can faithful over little. Listen, see what I'm saying? That relates to us in here. Stuff I'm talking about. Some of these people right here. But it's the little things that you do. How the big things will fall in place. It took King David all them years. But his big miracle will come to pass. Can't you imagine that first man? Amy come to him and called him down there, and him a little bitty old skinny fella, little bitty thing, little bitty one. And he poured the oil on and said, "You're going to be the next king." Woo! He probably melted down. He was little, but he might have melted down because they knew this prophet was a powerful man of God. People know him. See what he went and done. All he went through ended up where he was. He went through a lot of hell to get there, but he made it. That's like us. We'll go through a lot of hell sometimes to get where he wants us to be.
Amen.
But we faithful over a few things. Faithful over that few little things or one little thing. All that other will work out. See what I'm saying? All the other will work out. We faithful over a few things. And your daddy, he's been faithful over something. So that's why things are working out for him. And I'm keep praying for him. God to put him, everything will come in place for him. Everything will come in place for him. And we keep praying and keep believing on a big miracle, it's going to happen. All them little ones, if we keep them where we need to be, that big one's on its way. See that thing, the big payoff is on its way. King David, he was looking for that big payoff. He wasn't afraid when he went in there and his brothers was fighting the battle against them old giants. They was out there fighting the battle, and his daddy wanted him to come give him water and haul stuff for him. He was a little bitty fella. This was after anointing. This on down the road. They was there getting that. You remember the story? They was giving water. But he still believed in God. He believed in that little old sling he had. He done went down there and the Lord told him in his spirit, pick up them little rocks, 5 of them. Fill of them, whichever one's in the creek. Lord laid his hands on them. Like he does us, if we just pay attention.
Amen.
He laid his hands on them rocks, got them up and put them in his pocket or wherever we kept them. Told the old guy, he joined up that general, and that general laughed him in the ground. So I'll go out and get him. This giant done killed maybe 1,000. One giant. Couldn't nobody do nothing with him. Here's brothers fighting him and everything else, everybody fighting. He went up there and told that old general, said, give me one, I'm going out there. And he could laugh him in the ground. He thought this stuff was, let's send him on out there. He lasted about 2 seconds. That little fella do nothing. Hey, but see, he went out there with the power of God, knowed that big miracle was coming.
Yes.
He knew the big miracle coming. That's what we need to realize. That miracle's coming. That big thing's coming. And what did he do? He put armor on and whoo, fell off. He was so little. Look at these things, little bill thing.
Yeah.
Armor, right off of them. Don't have to be big. You don't have to be big for that big miracle to come.
That's right.
Like I said, faithful over the little thing. Remember, he thought, and he didn't just walk out there, old giant, like that. You know what he done? He run to him. God had him run to him. Here's a little bitty old fella, and giant laughing all the whole way. Come on, you little fella. Here he was. He run to him and took his sling as he run. That little rock, God done the big thing for him. Well, that giant would have went. That's the way Satan wants to do us. But we want to put him under our feet, like we were talking about a while ago. Squish his head by power and authority.
Amen.
We got all this backing us up.
Yes, come on.
When you know Jesus Christ, we got it all. We got him backing us up where we can stomp on old Satan's head,
Amen.
crush him real good. He might come out of our feet and want to do it, mess with us again, but hey, we can get him right back.
That's right.
Power and authority.
Amen.
And he can take them little bitty things Jesus said in his word there. He take them and he'll give us the big things.
Yes.
All these things Jesus talks about right here in this Bible, and like we said, you get all in the red part. Wherever you want to go, it's what Jesus says, it's what happens.
Amen.
And he gave it all to us right there.
Yes, he did.
Give it all, like we was talking about. Give us something. Give us something. Last forever. It'll last forever. Satan will give you something to last forever too.
Yes, he will.
Almighty burn in hell. If you don't know. But I like them promises Jesus made. Power and authority. I like that. Power and authority. Woo! Yeah, I feel like something. Yeah, I feel like something. I can walk with my head up.
That's right.
You can walk with your head up. You go down through the hall of school, you can walk with your head up. I got power and authority. That's true.
That's right.
That's what the Bible talks about. It. You got power and authority over Satan.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to beat you
Yes.
down every way in the world, but the closer you get to him and the more you call on him and the things that you can learn about him and know about him, you think, like, oh, what's God told us? Oh, he knows everything, not a word about it. People, you know, know everything. He said, I've quit and retired on out here doing something for the Lord, or more or less, or anything else. You know, I just retired. I've built 2 or 3 churches, bragging, different things. People we know can't tell. I've built this and done that. You better watch out. Bragging, plus the other stuff. Anyway, God didn't retire us. We carry on them little things to the end. I don't care if you get to be 100 years old. Still do them little things, he'll give us a big thing.
Amen.
We might be walking with a little cane, he'll give us a wheelchair. Or not even a wheelchair, he'll give us where we can walk by ourselves.
Amen.
We might be walking with that. Might be walking with a walker and he'll get us where we walk without it.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be a big thing. Anyway. We need to remember. And the thing about it, like I said, people that watches us and us, we need to come to know him. Get our hearts where they need to be. So them little things we call on him, work out, and the big things and the middle-sized things, and all the things will fall in place. And one day we got a big payoff. Already got power and authority. We got done into the king family. King David, he was king, but we get to be in the family. See? We in God's family. If you hang with him, we in his family. We're gonna be with him up there in the kingdom. Woo, new heaven, new earth, it'll be new heaven one day. Or you gonna be down here fighting and struggling, and one day old Satan is gonna take, and God's coming down. When he comes down, he's gonna just take everybody. He's gonna get rid of everybody because he told them along the way and showed people, but they wouldn't listen. But anyway, that could happen any day, and our breath could be took away from us any day. You know, I want to be ready.
Amen.
And people out there watching need to be ready too. Don't be ready to go to hell. Won't be ready to go to heaven.
Amen.
And stay back and sit back and let God do his work. Waiting for that big miracle. As long as we doing them little, we just have faith that big one's coming along. That big one's coming along for your car. That big one's coming along for different things, you know, down the road. See, that's the thing about it. You keep praying about it, God will have it happen. Not in our time, but His time.
Amen.
Ain't that awesome, 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 awesome message God is talking about right here? Whoa! Why don't we take it and run with it? Why don't we take it and run with it? Why don't people watch and take it and run with it? That's all true. Well, He said, Jesus said it personally. Personally. Like I said, red letters, He said it. Personally. Personally. You ain't getting no better than that. Can't get no better than that.
That's right.
That's just
Amen.
Jesus sitting here beside us there. He'd be sitting. He might scoot you over a little bit, or get he between you, or get over here. He's sitting there and said, little things that you do, I'll give you that old big. Just give me time. And we got power and authority. Him sitting over and saying, you got power and authority. He's throwing him in the head. I give you the power and authority. I give you all these things to work with and do with. Give it to me now. My time, not yours. But you got the power and authority to stomp him out of the way on waiting for my big old thing I'm going to send you if you're asking for it. You give you power and authority to get him out of the way. Get Satan out of the way, and knock him out of the way, put him on your feet, waiting for that big one to come along. Your time's coming, might be right here. Our break's coming, whoever's out there. Maybe it's for somebody watching us out there. That break's a coming. That little thing is meaning something big going to fall in your lap that you didn't dream about. You can't found. I can't say the word. It's so big.
Fathom.
Yes. The breakthrough. It's the breakthrough. It's on the way. See? In God's time, that breakthrough is on the way. That miracle is on the way. That prayer is on the way. That's what we got to look at. It's on the way.
Amen.
That prayer's on the way. It ain't tomorrow. It ain't next day. We ain't got to worry about that. It's on the way. People give up, like I said. They see all this stuff. Then they want something or see something. They say, well, why did God let that happen? Why did God do this? Why did God do that? They didn't wait. They took it on their own self.
Come on.
They let the old devil fool them.
Mm-hmm.
He got in their mind, their heart. They let him in there and they didn't use that power and authority to get him out of them, to get him away from them and know
Amen.
that little thing we do cause that big thing to happen. I'll tell you what, how awesome is that? Woohoo! How awesome is that? But you know, that's the thing about it. We just got to watch what we do, what we say, everything to make that little one work. Then He'll give us that big one.
Amen.
We can't do something to mess up the little one. We got to hang on. Hang on. Pray. Get yourself where you need to be. Stay in that place where we need to be all the time.
Amen.
We got the big breakthrough on the way. How awesome is that? Y'all, that's about all I can talk about this. I'm trying to get it through to your head and skulls. Mine's pretty thick sometimes, but you need to get it through into your mind, in your heart, in your soul. Sometimes the old Lord got to beat it in me pretty good. Get it on down in there. And He will. We let Him. We'll sing us a song. Y'all out there that watches us and things, let this be the day that everything turns around. Let this be the day that you do something good, or a little thing. Or let this be the day that you get started. Praying the Lord give you that little thing so it turned it into something big. Let this be the day. Let this be the day you say, Lord, forgive me, and get to where you need to be. Let this be the day. You know, how awesome it be to get your heart right and get saved, get to be with Him if you don't know Him. If you ain't where you need to be, if you sort of got away, and ain't no thing He won't forgive you for. I don't care what it is. People
Amen.
think they done so much, Chad, He'd never forgive them, but He will. I don't care what it is.
Amen.
That's right.
He didn't care what that guy beside of him done when he hung on the cross. He said, remember me. Would you remember me? Would you remember me? He asked forgiveness for me. Be in paradise with me today. He said, before this day is over, you'll be with me. Ooh, Jesus. Satan, get out of here. I'll get you under my feet, Satan. If you do a rat-a-tat-tat on him. But please, change today. Ain't no better day. It's today.
Amen.
Ain't no better today to set up that little one. He might give you the big one right away. It might be whenever, but let Him do it. Let Him do it. Let Him do it. All right, let's sing a song. Like I said, those out there watch us, please get your hearts right one way or another. Get back, get it started, back with Him or for the first time.
Amen.
Let us know if you want prayer. I can pray. I can't pray for you, but I can sure pray. It might not be the beautiful thing you ever heard of. It's a prayer. God knows my voice. Hey, like He said there, He knows my name. Just like that song she said, and He knows your name.
Mm-hmm.
He gonna know your name when He throws you in the pits of hell. If you're going there, He's gonna know your name. It's wrote down in His book. This might be Job, an old lizard head, and diamond head. Whoever it might be, it's in His book. And if you don't get where you need to be, that's when He'll say, open it up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But you get over here with this rest of this bunch, your prison's going to be forever. I want to be that when He opens up the book. Can you say, oh, faithful servant, you done a few things. Come on in. I want to be right behind you. You and the family. I want to be right behind you. And my youngins and everybody ever known in the whole world, I'd like to be there. Woo, woo. I'm just trying to stretch it apart. Thing. Please, please, please. Come to know Him. Change your life.